Okay, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to work on the rear wheel. I already took one race out. I got to take the second race out. Then we're going to install the new races and put the new bearings and seals in. I don't think we're going to be able to mount it on the bike yet because I'm paint stripping some of the brackets over for the caliper. So I have to wait for those to strip, and I'm going to have to repaint them. But we'll get the wheel done today, so this probably will be a little bit of a short video. I did find on the transmission gear that this is a 25 tooth. I thought for some reason this was offset, but it's got a 530 by 25, so that means it takes a 530 chain. The rear sprocket is offset, of course, and if you can see it on here, it's a 49 tooth. So I already reordered this. I'm going to be reordering this. I want to see if I can get some more parts from that one company first. And then we've got the brake rotor. I was going to use this one, but I think I actually already reordered a new one with all new bolts and everything like that. So we're gonna, as soon as I get the brackets painted, we'll be able to put the rear wheel on, and then we'll move on to the front end. So let's move over to the rear wheel, and we'll get this last race off. Okay, so we got this side off. So now what we gotta do is we gotta flip this over. Because even though this will fit in here, I'm going to end up using this bearing. I like this one better than that other piece is good for putting it in, but I like this one to take it out. I'm going to get a wrench. Put this in. Let me expand this a little bit. All right, so we want it right up against the lip of the race, and we can tighten this down like that. Flip this over. I'm gonna have to put it on the edge of the bench in order to maybe I got something I can prop it up. Hold on. I need a bigger hammer. Race out. And again, this one doesn't look bad. I'm not seeing any scoring. I wrecked my gloves. I'm not seeing any scoring on that. So we'll move on to cleaning this wheel. Okay, so before I put the new races in, I want to polish this wheel, get it all cleaned up. Then we can put the races in. So I'll pick this up. You can see how dirty this wheel is. It needs to really be cleaned, so get in between the spokes and everything. So when I'm all done with that, I'll be back. Okay, so we get drag specialties. These are the same kit for both the front and the rear wheel. Let me open this up to check out this stuff. So we got the bearing and race here, seals, another bearing and race. I got to get the hub that goes in here, and I got the clips that have to go on here too. But for right now, we're just going to worry about putting the races in, and then I'll get I'll probably get a copyright strike because I have Quiet Riot over on the TV right now. So I'm going to put a little bit of grease in here. So the wheel came out probably as good as it's going to get, I think. I'm not going to put a whole lot in this bearing, so just put some in the wheel itself. So I'm not a big fan of banging these bearings in. So what this tool is, this is the neck bearing installer, and I just took the tool and put it inside the bolt because it's roughly the same size as the tool. So now I can finish pressing this in. Is that all the way in? Let me check. think it's got a little bit more to go. We'll try this again. Alright, that looks like it's all the way down. Yeah, that one's all the way down. I don't know why this other one came all the way down. Okay, so we got both races in. I think that the neck bearing race installer works pretty well doing this. What I did was I took the this tool and put it in here. I started doing it with a hammer first, but I don't really like pounding races in. Put that tool in there like that, use the neck head bearing tool, and it pushed it right in. So, all right, so now we can grease these bearings up. Okay, so we got the bearing in here. We got to do a little grease in this thing. I'm getting rid of this stupid thing. I don't like it at all. So we're going to put some grease in here, in the seal. And then we pop that in like that. And then this goes in. And then we got these that go in here. There we go. Alright, so that goes in there. So now we flip this over. And we've got to put this in. So we can drop that in. Where's the other bearing? Oh, I brought it over here. Okay, so this other bearing, I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way, because that thing kind of sucks. All right, so one of the things I still have to do before I put this wheel on the bike is I have to check the bearing end play in it. So you can see I got it set up with my gauge. It's at 0 right now. So this is supposed to be within 5 thousandths to 14 thousandths to be accurate. So let's take a look and see how much I've got. So right now I've got probably 11 thousandths. So it's right on the edge of, it should be somewhere around 8. So it's probably okay the way it is for now. But eventually I'll have to get, add some shims, a 3,000 shim probably. So I'm going to see if I can look online and just find a 3,000ths shim for this. So one thing we got to do actually before we mount the tire on the bike is we've got to adjust the swing arm. So we're going to do that next. Okay, so now we got the bearings and the races and everything in here. We got to set the tension on the swing arm. So the book says to use a spring scale and to put it up at 2 pounds and then bring it to 15, and then that's your reading. I don't have a spring scale, and I'm not going to go out and buy one just for this because it's not really that important. From what I've read, people are saying just tighten the bolt up until you start feeling some tension, and then that's all you need to do. So that's what we're going to do. So you see it's pretty loose. We'll tighten it up. You don't want to do it too tight because you can actually strip this bolt, this pin out. Then you're into a world of shit. Okay, so that's got some tension on it. So I think a little bit more. I think I'm going to leave it just like that. And we'll go from there. So now as far as the shocks go, I'm going to have to take these off again probably, because when I put the rear fender on, I have to take the bolts out or they're going to hit the fender. So, but right now I'll just secure the fender in there just to hold it up. Okay, that's going to do it for this video. Not much left to do in the rear end. I got to put the tire on. I got to finish putting the rotor on and the sprocket. I'm actually waiting for the bolts for the sprocket. I thought they were going to be here today, but they're not in. So once we get the rear wheel on, we can move around and start working on the front end to get that apart. I'm going to have one more video out next Friday before I take my break. So I'm going to take a break probably till like the week before Christmas after the next video. So don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon. That way you'll know when I start to re-upload again. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.